Do 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 do. Hi, hello everybody. My name is Tyler, and welcome to a brand new episode of Wtphu, of What the Q. I mean, I defaulted. This is the podcast episode where we have conversations, and the last time we recorded, we talked about hot takes. If you haven't seen that episode, I probably didn't post it right, but hey, we're taking another tackle at hot takes on the Distractable subreddit. I was having fun just debating it myself with my own takes as well as we read into it, so I figured we would keep going down the list until it gets boring. So there's a lot of conversation fodder in here until it gets boring. So I'm just wiping my glasses. Do you guys ever have that feeling to where you should be getting wipes to wipe your glasses, but you just have the convenience of your shirts to do it, so you just kind of do it anyway? No? Me? Cool. Okay, so I know the last time we had a conversation, we were talking about how anime is not good and not entertaining, and we debate about that hot take to where it can vary depending on publications and how quickly the anime is produced versus how much content there is for mangas. And there is an edit. I didn't get a chance to really divulge into that edit. I'm extremely aware of how this is a terrible take. That's why I'm putting it on the thread. There are so many styles. You can't hate a whole medium. Where is this energy for a person who posted that and they hate meat? Or the person who said that all pastas are disgusting? The guy has to understand this. It's let's see, but I think he understands that. As we keep going down the subreddit for Reddit r/distractable. Let's see. There's others. I haven't watched Bob's Burgers. No, actually, Bob himself is funny. I think he's funny because he explained in the show to where that's not the topic to talk about. I'm sorry. We're just going down this list in this episode, so I'm very sorry. So if you want to see see the hot take, look on the hills we die on under r/distractables. Distractables. That's distractible. There was a hot take where pizza's not great. 600 upvotes for the most hottest take. And I can understand if you don't like the concept of pizza. My understanding of pizza, for which I loved, it's dough with sauce or cheese first, depending on how you want to make it. And then there's toppings like the meats, the veggies, and the whole concept of bread and cheese is very good. You get cheesy bread if you don't want pizza sauce or meat toppings, vegetable toppings. And I find it to be very good. Pizza's not that great. I would probably assume they had some trauma when they were younger. I would assume that they just had a bad take on it, so that became their hot take because their first take on pizza was so cold. And I can understand to where I have a friend who dislikes yolks and can only eat egg if it's fully cooked. She does not like the yolkiness of soft-boiled eggs. And I can understand that, or somebody side up with the egg, with the yolk uncooked. I can understand. I can understand why you don't like it. It's the consistency. It's the aftertaste or whatever. But I enjoy gooey egg. I enjoy the idea of biting into a whole egg that's from a ramen that's soft boiled, and you get that nectar, the sweet treasure from a soft boiled egg. And I've had bad eggs. I've had bad eggs to where my mom was a bad enough cook to where she would cook it thoroughly, but she would overboil the eggs to where the cooked yolk has gray around the circumference, and that's an indication that you overcooked it. So when it comes to boiled eggs, they're soft boiled to where the yolk is still runny, and then there's fully cooked eggs to where the yolk is yellow all around. There's a gray lining on the egg yolk when it's cooked, and that means it's overcooked. It might have been because of oxidation or iron or something like that. I don't know. But that I've also had cracked eggs on pizza, and I like that. Again, it's just without the pizza sauce, it's just cheesy bread. It's so good. And if you don't like pizza, then that's your take. I can respectively not eat the same food that you're eating. I'll have my own personal pizza. Pan pizzas are good. The next hot take was dogs are annoying. Dogs bark so loud I want to go deaf. They poo and pee everywhere. They bite toes or any part of your body. They can bite and it hurts. I had that experience. My rat terrier has a problem like biting still. I love the idiot. I love the goofer, but he bites a lot still. They're needy and they're constantly wanting food. They want your attention 24/7. This just sounds like a person. I don't understand why he isn't the hottest take, but again, if dogs are annoying, then like the annoyance, the level of annoying a dog is the same with a person, to where you don't know what they've been through. If you see a grown dog, if you meet somebody else's grown dog, you don't know what they've been through. A lot of times, how dogs are groomed and react are based on their owner and how they're trained. So they can be poorly trained or neglected to where they do things and they have a habit that they shouldn't have. They're barking loud because they either learned that that's how they get their attention from their owners, or that's just who they are, and they weren't trained to like control that. Dogs are as bad as their owners. If the owners neglect dogs and only want them for the social media posts or for certain things, then I am believing that they are the annoying ones. If you can't take care of your dog, then just don't own a dog. They constantly the food annoyance is really concerning because again, like I kind of need food almost like every few hours, like 6 meals a day, 7 meals a day, just because I get hungry. I have a caloric need, and I require for it to be met. Please, your dog is precious. It's a precious baby, and from the time it's a puppy to the time it grows old, it's up to you to raise them like a child. If you can't raise a kid, you have no chance of a child. If you have no chance of a pet, and vice versa. If a dog's poorly trained, sure, these things can be true. However, well-trained dogs do not do these things, especially the humping. Just neuter the dog. And I've seen dogs that are neutered and they still hump anyways. It depends on when you provide the service for the dog, and if it's too late, then they already have the muscle to do so. Yeah, because like this guy can switch the word dog for human baby or other person, because other people can have a tendency to be needy. That's a trait from when they were raised. And so if you don't raise them independently or dependently, then that's what's going to happen. Cheese, the next hot take. Cheese, the most disgusting food. Cheese is fine. If you don't like it, that's fine. This is actually a fun food idea. Hold on, let me switch this. McDonald's is the best fast food chain. Wendy's are flavorless. Chick-fil-A is plain. In-N-Out's is overhyped. Arby's is delicious and close second. I would like to have a separate video to tackle this idea. I think it's kind of fun to have videos where it tackles hot takes, and I want to see which is the best fast food. I need a situation where somebody would order me Uber Eats, or they just grab it for me, and I would do a blind taste testing. I would have to blind taste test things to see and rank them, and that would be a good video idea. But again, that's a really hot take. If you were raised on McDonald's, from the time you emerged out of the urethra, from the time you exited the womb until you became an adult, that's probably if you were raised on good memories on a certain food, you can definitely have a hot take on where McDonald's is the best thing you've had. I liked McDonald's because there was a time in the early 2000s to where every McDonald's I went to had a place, and there was a GameCube station. There was Mario Double Dash. I saw the GameCube at my dentist when I was younger. I saw it everywhere. McDonald's was the hype because it had just things like it had the game stations, and it was fun for me when I was a kid. I wish kids had the experience of that too, but nowadays you have your smartphone, they can play games too, so what can I say? Let's see, have not seen the Blair Witch. Okay, this is an interesting topic. Let's see. FNAF is a dumb franchise with stupid lore that comes from none of the games, and it's just a bunch of innate bullshit that's a bunch of kids came up with. I mean, that's not a really good take, but I do understand to where FNAF has become an entity to where it's unrecognizable, because the original 3 games, I was there as a viewer, and the 3 games were really intricate to where you're security guard and you're supposed to survive the night of this place that you're forced to work at for some reason. The third one, I believe, was... Okay, FNAF 4 was the Nightmares for the Boy. FNAF 3 was right before the fire, so it gets really, the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's is getting bigger and bigger because Scott Cawthon is slowly losing grip of the franchise that he's birthed from his brain, and I can understand that. Boop 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 boop, and like it just, the list goes on. Yeah, so those are kind of like some of the hot takes that people have taken. Those are the fun reads that I've seen so far. Okay, hold on. Christmas is the worst holiday. The songs never get out of my head. The weather that time of year sucks. The whole gift thing is stupid. It's more of an obligation to give gifts instead of actually wanting to give gifts. And if I tell anyone I don't like Christmas, they look at me like I committed a war crime. I mean, I like it for I side with this guy for different reasons. I think Christmas is the worst birthday holiday because as someone who's born on Christmas, you're kind of shortchanged by like everybody else because they play it up like oh, you get one gift because. Do you get 2 gifts because it's Christmas and your birthday? No, that's 1 gift because it saves people time and money. I'm efficient. I'm an efficient gift receiver because you want to give me 1 gift? That's fine. That's fine. I'll be upset that if you say like it's both a Christmas and a birthday gift. Great. But I can understand to where there are certain things about Christmas to where it's very annoying. As soon as Halloween is over, you just kill off Thanksgiving, and everything you see in Target, Walmart, and the holiday shops that pop up every year, it's only Christmas after Halloween. It overtakes the celebration of Thanksgiving. It muddies the reason why we have Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving has become a primer to Black Friday, and Black Friday is where you get your last minute Christmas gifts. Or you just buy Christmas gifts throughout the year because there's people that you love and appreciate, so you want to give them something. But again, I can understand to where Christmas has become a toxic culture, and it's hard to enjoy Christmas to where when it depends on your social circles, to where some circles enjoy gifts and expect you to bring a gift to like a party like White Elephants. I mean, White Elephants can even be like a standard to where, hey, let's make a ground rule for these friends, and you bring a gift that's $20 or less to play this game. Or you don't have to. You just have to be there. You have to be there, be happy. And Christmas can be a toxic holiday that we can slowly change, that we can slowly make it better. It's a thing that everyone can enjoy, and you don't have to like really hit on it, but I do wish that you just gave the time and patience for someone to enjoy that holiday. If it's a good memory from a holiday, then sure, that's fine. I don't understand this. Hot and flat soda is the best way to enjoy soda. You can taste the flavor better that way. I don't believe so. I don't believe you can just... Sorry. Getting a soda myself. I'm getting a Zoa energy soda. And I don't understand the idea that, like, you can just enjoy it better when it's flat, when it's hot. I don't understand how you, where did you just, like, get the idea that getting a hot, maybe, okay, hold on. Maybe you had a hot, maybe you drank your leftover McDonald's soda because they're $1 for any size. You left your car, you forgot your drink, you come back, it's warm, you drink it, and then it's like a slow Stockholm syndrome thing to where the more you drink this punishment, the more you start enjoying the bright sides of it. I don't normally drink hot and flat sodas. I drink flat sodas because, like, I forget in my car. Sure, I will just, because I paid the $1, I might as well finish it. That's my and reasoning for that. If it's warm, it's because I forgot the soda in the car, but I'll drink it because, like, nothing better to drink, right? I drink it out of obligation. I don't drink it by choice. I don't drink warm, hot, flat soda by choice. It's an obligation. I bought it. I spent money on it. And the least I can do is just finish it. I have an obligation to finish what I bought. That's my hot take, I guess. I disagree with this guy. But again, next hot take. Sorry, my throat not good. The last one we'll just cover right now before we end the episode is pasta is disgusting. It tastes like I'm eating worms. It's slimy and sticky. Every time I tell someone, they get mad at me, which is really funny to where I don't understand why this person has a hot take about pasta. Pasta is an amazing dish. It really, I can understand where the worst part about this dish is, because there's a certain amount of skill that you need. You need to understand how long it takes to boil pasta, and if you overboil it, it's just kind of like becomes soggy. Yes, if you don't take it out and put it in cold water and quickly, it just becomes overcooked pasta. Overcooked pasta can be disgusting. New pasta that has been sitting within sauce for a long time can be disgusting. I can understand that. I have a thing at home to where I would like to cook pasta and keep cooked pasta separated from the sauce, so that way it's not soggy. It's not soggy when I eat it when I want to. I just take it out of the fridge. I combine them out of the fridge and then microwave it. That's what I do sometimes. Or if I get a pasta from Olive Garden, you have the choice of getting a salad and a pasta, and you can choose to eat it in whatever order. I find myself always just boxing the pasta for later, and so I think it preserves the flavor if I reheat the pasta. I'll admit, in theory, reheating cooked pasta is healthier for me because Mad Pat explained it and I believe it, but the idea that you have to store pasta in the refrigerator within the sauce is a problem. It's gonna just make it soggy at that point. The pasta is a sponge of which it absorbs liquids, it absorbs sauce or oil, and if you don't cook it properly, if you don't store it properly, it will become disgusting, and I can understand that. So you just might be a bad cook, and that it really just depends on like your skill level. You have to be attentive to make sure it's not overcooked. And I believe that's probably a great way to end the episode. I had a level of fun talking about this. I was able to go into this pretty well. I had some hot takes. I had some conversations to really talk about it, and I think I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast too. If you liked it, please consider following on YouTube and social media. I post on YouTube first before it's spread across the social media verse. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, my name's Tyler. I'm your friend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.